Hello, it's Lexis Imani, and I am coming back with another video. It's been raining, and this was the first day that it was sunny, so I wanted to get out here and enjoy some sunlight. Today we're going to be talking about breath work and boundaries. And I found breath work to be a very helpful practice when I'm experiencing really big emotions, or emotional regulation, I should say, and the practice of being present. So, breath work and boundaries. You can use breath work to help you practice healthy boundaries. And a few things that I learned about boundaries. One, it's about being comfortable and confident in the space that you take up. Also, upholding the boundaries that you put in place about what you welcome in. So one really good way to help you practice healthy boundaries is to first start practicing healthy boundaries with yourself. I am actually in the midst of manifesting something really cool. I can't talk about it too much right now, but when it happens, I will definitely share. But in the process of really organizing my thoughts and how I wanted everything to come together, I found myself writing out the energy that aligns with the manifestation. I wrote those things down. But to help me keep myself accountable for what I said I wanted to do, I had to define parameters around how I am going to present myself and how I am going to show up in order to help me align even more. So I have my journal here. I literally took my notebook, wrote boundaries in the middle, made a square, and everything outside of these, everything outside of my boundaries, my parameters, is things that I'm working on casting out, keeping away from me. Like, I want to actively notice what things align with rigidness, lethargy, dishonesty, negative self-talk, distrust, loveless energy. All of that I have boundaries for. That is not welcome in my space, right? I first have to hold myself accountable. So I can't participate in things that are lethargic, like not regularly at least. It's important to rest, but I have to be mindful of where and how I'm exerting my energy. So again, practicing healthy boundaries with yourself makes it easier for you to uphold your boundaries moving forward, right? And uphold your boundaries to the relationships that are around you. One thing that I do want to make mention of is having healthy boundaries does not mean that you impose your boundaries onto others. You can't control anybody else's actions, and for you to try to do so is can be seen as manipulative, right? Your power lies within you. So if there's someone or something that is not abiding by your boundaries, that is okay. You have the ability to walk away, but you don't have the ability to force them to abide by your rules and regulations, because they're not their rules, they're not their regulations, it's not theirs to uphold. It is very important that you articulate and communicate your needs and your expectations, aka your parameters, but you at least give people the opportunity to, respect that space. And if they don't, fine. You don't have to be here. We don't have to do this. You have every right to pack it up, hit the road, But you also want to make sure that you are at least giving people the chance to honor and respect your space. The second, and I mean the very second, is that you're like, okay, this is not it. You're not respecting my boundaries. Leave. When talking about boundaries, we are talking about our ability to not only set parameters of what we welcome into our space, but also our comfortability and our confidence in taking up space. Breathwork techniques that help you reinforce your boundaries. For taking up space, we want to do what I call rolling breaths. So that's a deep inhale in and exhale out. Now I usually try and do about 7 seconds on the inhale, 7 seconds on the exhale, and just allow that breath to keep rolling through. Really good tips on breath work. You want to make sure that you are bringing your inhale deep and really expanding the body. You want to draw that breath down. Try not to draw that breath up. And I know that sounds kind of weird, but it is 100% possible. And I say that because when you are drawing your breath up, that is activating and bringing more energy into your upper chakras. But breath work, we are working on grounding our energy and becoming more present into our body. Well, this breath work that we're discussing, as far as boundaries are concerned. So again, we want to take deep inhale in, drawing the breath down, letting the belly expand, expand, expand. You should literally feel like you're taking up space, and exhale. You can be really dramatic with letting your belly fill up with air. If you feel your breath stopping at your shoulders, you may not be drawing your breath down as much. So inhale, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So those are rolling breaths to help you expand, to help you take up space, feeling comfortable and confident in the space that you take up, to uphold the boundaries and parameters that we set for ourselves. We're gonna do deep inhales, a hold, and an exhale. The reason for the hold is to reinforce your boundaries, to stay strong in what it is that you said, what it is that you set up. Whatever your bounds are, that pause is your moment to stand firm, okay? So instead of the 7 seconds, we're gonna do 5, 3, 5. So we're gonna do inhale for 1, hold, exhale, inhale, taking up space, holding, standing your ground, exhale. I really like to practice the rolling breaths when I am walking in public, because at one point in time I found myself making myself smaller in public to fit in certain spaces or to be out of the way, right? But there is more than enough space for all of us to exist in our respective space, but we have to respect each other's boundaries. Me making myself smaller was me not respecting my own boundaries. So how can I expect someone else to make room or make way for me when I don't even make room or make way for myself? So if you have to, when you're in public, take those deep breaths, allow your body to expand, and that's also helping you push your radiance out more, so that not only you know how much space you're taking up and how much space you desire and require, but that it's felt, it's seen and it's felt from others around you. So you don't have to worry about moving out the way. You will harmoniously shift in the way that you need to. So be confident, be confident, and be comfortable in the space that you take up, and know that it is okay for you to take up space. You are here, you're meant to take up space, okay? Okay. If you find it difficult to set up your parameters, or if you really don't know the boundaries that you want to enforce for yourself, I would say definitely try that boundary square, and just on the outside of it, write things that do not align with your being, your desires, what you want to draw in, things that don't resonate with your body, that don't feel good in your body, that don't sit well in your mind, write them on the outside of that square. And keep that square as a mental image and framework of, all right, this is feeling a whole lot like lovelessness. We can't do that. We can't work with that energy. This is feeling a whole lot like lethargy. I can't be involved with that type of energy, okay? So I hope this was helpful. If it was, leave me a comment, like, comment, subscribe. I always love hearing from you. And until we meet again, bye. If you're interested, I recorded some bonus content for Patreon. It will be up as soon as this video is up. So please go visit me on Patreon. It is at Rejuve Garden. And that is where I get a little bit more personal. I hope to see you there. Bye.